This week, the Motorhead shop plays host to a tricked-out Harley, a hot rod with a cool custom look, and the guys check out a radical method that restores leather. Next on Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat.
Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat. Well, it's going to be a great show today. I mean, look at the 2008 Road King. I mean, the custom work on this bike and the paint, it's just phenomenal. But before we start the show, I want to take a little poll. Everybody out there, by a show of hands, that has a project in the garage that's in 1,000 pieces or just 10 pieces, you can't complete it, man. Maybe it's work, maybe it's marriage, maybe it's a new job, whatever it may be. Just raise your hand. Yeah, me too. Well, we got just the guy for you. Jamie's here from 551 Custom Gallery. Jamie, tell me about 551.
551 is a custom paint shop, restorations. We do hot rods, motorcycles obviously, and RVs as well.
Well, this bike is gorgeous. I mean, from the front to the back, there's so much going on here. I mean, it's a custom bike, yet it's pretty subtle, very elegant, very classy. Let's start on the front, man. Walk me through the front. Tell me about that front fender. There's some things going on down there, and the paint.
Well, the front fender is a stock fender from Harley, and it's got our paint work on there. Some extra chrome on the front lowers, headlights, LEDs, chrome visors on the lights, give it that classic look.
Now, what's factory and what's not?
Pretty much the layout's factory. The front tire's aftermarket. It's a 21-inch oversized tire in the front.
Now, the LEDs, this is a setup, or did you create all this?
No, that's a factory option, those lights. I just added to them with the LEDs and the visors.
So you have to take out the lights and put the new lights in, all the wire harnesses tucked in there?
Yes, yeah, it all fits back in pretty easily.
Cool. What about the handlebars? I mean, once again, another clean install.
Yes, the handlebars, ape hanger handlebars, wiring's inside the bars, the throttle cables are by wire inside the bars, so it gives it a clean look.
Looks a little uncomfortable. That's not the case?
No, not at all. They're actually pretty comfortable.
Fun to ride?
Yeah, I enjoy them.
Absolutely. What about the tank and then the motor? The motor's stock, but you guys mess with that a little bit.
Yeah, there's a compensate tune on the motor just to compensate for the intake and the exhaust system.
And the tank, once again, the paint work, man.
Thanks. Yeah, the tank kind of ended up being filler work. We did a little bit of airbrush stencil work on there to fill in the gaps, put some flames on it to fill in with everything else.
And everything ties so nicely here to the back. I mean, the saddlebags, a lot of custom work going on back here. First of all, tell us about the custom work, and then I definitely want to get into that paint and the intricacies of that paint.
Thanks. Yeah, the saddlebags are aftermarket too, 4-inch stretched bags. And the paint started out as I drew up the saddlebag lids on paper. I got my ideas straight there, picked some colors, and we went to town with it.
What goes through your mind? I mean, do you see the bike and then you see a vision, or?
Sometimes. Each project's a little different. This one basically started out with the saddlebag lids. I sprayed them silver first and did a lot of tape work.
Really? I mean, there's some cool things going on. How did you get those designs?
Well, some of them came with pretty simple tools. This design up in here, we used masking tape roll, a cardboard sleeve. It's an old school trick. You use it with an airbrush and just drop shadow it in there and work it back as a fan.
That'll work. I mean, it looks phenomenal. I mean, and the rear end, the tire, everything else, how's the fender work back there? All factory? Or?
Yep, the fender's factory. We just put stripes on it and filled it in with some work. And the colors that I made one of the colors here, a marbleizer, that granite looking color. Mixed that up myself and kind of added that as a final touch to the job.
So it's kind of a trial and error. You spray some and go back?
A lot of trial and error, yes.
Tell me about the mufflers, the sound, man.
The exhaust is a Reinhardt exhaust system. It's got a baffle in it. It's not too obnoxious. It's just right for the bike.
Exactly, yeah. It's a custom, it's a classic, it's gorgeous, so I'm sure it sounds well. Tell me about some of your other builds you have going on.
We have a 33 Ford Coupe we're doing now, a fiberglass body. We're painted a Kennedy apple red. And now we're setting the drivetrain, interior, all the wiring harness. It's a full build we're doing.
Is that one of your craziest builds, or what's your
I think right
build?
now it's one of our favorite ones that we have on the block right now. It's pretty exciting, all custom parts and everything's new. That makes it easy too.
And you do everything, man. Also motorhomes.
Yeah, we're doing RVs. We're restoring a 1967 Scotty right now, and that's pictured on our website as well. We got full rebuild on that job.
What's your website?
the551.com.
Well, check them out. If you got a project you need to get done or you want anything customized, this is the guy to do it. Well, stick around. There's plenty more Motorhead Garage right after this break.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat, is brought to you by Tom's Bronco Parts, the largest inventory around of 66 to 77 Ford Bronco parts and accessories. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Scoggin-Dickey Parts Center, your source for custom-built street rod to strip power. Kicker Performance Audio, live it loud. And by Top Coat, make life easier.
71 Corvette, a 30 DeSoto, and the AP Laser. Man, this is going to be good. Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat. And I'm here with Brad from 1245 Graphics. Now, Brad, you're a car guy. You have an AP Laser. That's a win-win. Tell me about your business.
So 1245 Graphics does it all, from automotive wraps to embroidery, screen printing, and even laser etching and customization.
Now, that's a lot when we get to a car. First of all, take a look at this valve cover. This is phenomenal. Tell me all about it. How did you create this thing?
So this valve cover was actually done from an old DeSoto badge plate. We actually had to take a very good picture of it and hand draw it on the computer to be able to get that design. And then the DeSoto oil cap that we have was actually basically taken from scratch. And we wanted something classic, but we wanted to incorporate the year of the car into it. So that's where that design comes from, and I think it complements the car itself just tremendously.
Now, you have to put all this stuff on a program?
Yes, so basically we use about 3 different design softwares depending on what mood I'm in and what application we're going for, and then we transfer it over to our laser file.
Man, my head's spinning a lot of ideas on cars. What can you do on a vehicle?
So a vehicle, we can do a whole bunch. Just staying underneath the hood, the valve covers, oil caps, your air covers, and even serializing part numbers. And then whenever we move into the interior, your headrest can be laser etched. Your speedometer brackets can even be custom done as well.
Right, now that VIN etching, that's pretty cool. A lot of new cars even do that to help prevent theft. I mean, that's pretty cool, or deter it.
Oh yes, so basically let's say you're working on this 71 Corvette or even the 30 DeSoto and you're really worried about somebody just taking your car, stealing it. Well, what we can do is, not only is that going to be identifier, but we can go through and etch your VIN number, your name, phone number throughout different parts on the car. And one of the best things is, let's say we wanted to put side pipes on the DeSoto. We can even do a design on those pipes and customize those pipes just for you.
Now that's cool. I mean, not so much my name on it, but a design. I could put a side pipe or even exhaust. Some show cars have some cool exhaust. We can put some patterns on there.
Oh yes, so you're really unlimited because we can design things from scratch for you, or if you see something, we can take that and do it for you.
How'd you get involved with AP Laser?
So AP Laser, it's really a funny story. Whenever we went into our new building, the monument company had a AP Laser, and we just went from there with it. And they said, use it, have fun with it, let's see if you can do it.
Well, people are probably wondering why there's a football here. Hey Dave, what's this football all about?
Hey, nice throw, John. I am glad you asked, because AP Laser, one of the big selling points here, is all about personalization. And Brad, this football is kind of a special thing in your community. Tell me about that.
So this football is actually our Player of the Week football. We wanted to do a Player of the Week for a local high school, which is Chilhowie High School, and that's their logo. And we want to do something different because usually it's either a plaque or a t-shirt, and it's the same thing all the time. We wanted to do something very special as our way of giving back to the community, and that's what you see there. And if we flip it, we'll actually put the student's name and their number. That way, that's something just for them.
That is cool, and you can personalize just about anything. Like a Corvette like this, there's all kinds of possibilities. Hey, John, there you go. Thanks.
Yes, so your chrome, we can do personalization on all your chrome. We can actually take your hood off. Let's say you had a Firebird and you wanted Smokey and the Bandit. We can actually etch that onto your hood just for Smokey and the Bandit.
You read my mind.
Yes.
And it's because of the open architecture of the machine.
Yes.
That
So
you can do that.
On this machine, where it is open underneath, if you can fit it underneath, then you can etch it. And let's say you can't fit it underneath. You can build your own jig for this, level it to whatever you're etching, and you're good to go.
That is cool. And if you have a problem with it, run into a snag, what do?
You call tech support. It's 24/7, and I personally have been on tech support at midnight talking to them going, I don't know what's going on. Within 30 minutes, everything was fixed and we were going back through, and I was finally able to leave about 3 a.m.
We always hear great things about their tech support, and right now, what are we working on here?
So inside we actually have a Motorhead Garage valve cover. We've seen how we did the DeSoto valve cover. We want to do something special just for Motorhead Garage. So we've got your logo in a laserable file, and that's what's going on right now.
And there you have it. One Motorhead Garage valve cover done.
Yes, so now all we got to do is clean it and then get 2 coats of F11 on it, and we're ready to send it out the door.
Well, you can do just about anything with AP Laser. You're only limited by your imagination. And if you are limited by your imagination, just check out their website, aplaser.com/TV, and they've got some ideas there for you too. And if you go to aplaser.com/TV, there is a special discount for our Motorhead Garage viewers. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat right after this.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
AGM batteries, or absorbed glass mat batteries, have become very popular with off-roading enthusiasts. Well, that's because they're durable, they're vibration resistant, and they don't leak. Well, if they don't leak, they're great for new cars as well because of battery placement. They can be inside the car, in the trunk, under the fender well. That's going to help out a lot. Now, it's these attributes that help Rock Auto ship this battery right to your door. They now carry batteries, absorbed glass mat batteries, and this is awesome. Check it out. I could click right here on their website, and they have the batteries available to ship right to your door. These are the batteries right here, and if you click on the info section, and it's going to tell me a little bit about the battery on the info section. And I like this because number one, it says it's the AGM battery. It gives you the group, it gives you the size, what you need, and it says just what I said. Product life lasts up to 2 times longer, extreme heat and cold tolerances, ideal for equipments, for loss of electronics, lots of electronics, heated seats, durable, and safer. Now, when you're dealing with an absorbed glass mat battery, it's also important that you get a good charger. This is a smart charger that rockauto.com carries, and I like this because it's charging the battery right, because it's an AGM battery. You can see the charger right here, and I also like it also trickle charges. You can put this adapter on something that you want to store for a while, and it's going to trickle charge as well. And you can go down here and you can click on that, and you can actually look at the battery chargers. They have all different types. There's the performance tool right there. Here's the Bosch. You go down, it'll tell you about it. So you can pick the one you want. Always picking the right parts. You go in down here and you can actually see the AGM batteries, the auto meter, and what it does and how it functions. So just go to the website. You want a new high-tech AGM batteries, you get the right prices delivered right to your door. AGM batteries now at rockauto.com.
Time now for Top Coat's tips and techniques.
From 20 feet away, this boat looks great, but as soon as you walk up on it, you start to immediately see the imperfections in the surfaces, and that's from the glass, that is from this vinyl sticker, that is from the rubbers and plastics and gel coat. And so what we're going to show you is how well F11 takes care of all of those different various surfaces, and it's simply spray it on, take your towel, wipe it in, my dry towel, and I'm done. And what that's going to do is it's going to help prevent sun damages and water spots and the chrome, plastics, literally every square inch of this boat, we're going to put F11 on this surface. On the glass here, you would normally have used a glass cleaner or something of that nature, and if you would have gotten that on this vinyl sticker, the vinyl sticker will dry out and it will cause it to crack and fade over time. With F11, you're putting that on the vinyl, the rubber, the plastics, every square inch. This is going to make this glass extremely hydrophobic for when you're cruising down the water, or when you get back to the house and you rinse it off with water, it's going to clean off that surface a lot easier. Just remember, guys, this is a used boat, and with one quick application of F11, you're already starting to see the phenomenal results that you're getting with the product. It's got scuffs, it's got scratches. That comes down to your prep work. If you want to learn more about Top Coat, go to topcoat.tv and check us out on the website.
Now, one of the most overlooked maintenance item on a vehicle is the cabin air filter, and it has an important job. Matter of fact, if you take a look at this first graphic, it kind of explains why. Now you can see here, it's filtering all the air that's coming in through the evaporator and the heater core. So you want to get clean air in there, and you don't want to crud up those guys. Now, where's your cabin air filter? Depends on your vehicle. You may have one, you may not. Well, you can have it under the hood, somewhere in the cowling, and our Acadia here actually has it up under the glove box. So just find your location. Pretty simple to replace. I pulled the glove box down, bam, it's down out of the way, 2 clips, nothing to it. Now right here is a little plastic cover. Pull that off, slide it out of the way, and there it is. Grab it by the side, kind of work it out of the dash, no problem. Another important factor right here is the arrow of flow. That's important. The other one has to go back the same way. You can see the little arrow right here on the new one and on the old one. Make sure it's flowing in the right direction when you put it back in there, because the air's coming in, filtering, then getting into the air case duct system. So I'm just going to take the new one, slip it up in here, just like that, nothing to it. Reverse the procedure. I got the cover here. Once I put the cover, pop it back on. Hooks on one side right there, pop it around the other side, and then put your glove box and you'll be good to go.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat, is brought to you by Burrell's Collision Center. We strive to provide quality collision repairs. Rust Release, the safe industrial strength rust remover that works. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Fumoto Engineering of America, simply effortless. And by Dirty Dingo, your source for the aftermarket race parts and accessories you want.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat. Well, if you looked inside of a new car and you priced anything like the seats, the dash, or the door panel, you know it gets super costly, especially if it's damaged. You really couldn't even fix it before. Well, now you can. I'm here with Paula from Restore Coat. Paula, what is this product?
Well, thanks for having us here. We're so excited to share with you Restore Coat and all the great benefits of having this product, helping you to restore and renew any plastics, leathers, and vinyls in your hot rod, in your classic car, anything that you have with leathers, plastics, and vinyls, even big cuts, abrasions, you can fix and repair them here with our Restore compound. Then you can also change, update, and totally give your interior a brand new look using this amazing paint product. So 2 products, a repair product as well as a paint.
We'll get to the paint in a minute,
Yeah.
but I see a razor blade here. You actually want me to cut this seat, and we're going to fix it?
Yes, we are. We're going to show you how to do that right here.
Oh, this pains me. This is terrible. I mean, I would never do this.
I know you wouldn't.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man, that's a cut.
Yeah.
A real cut. And
Absolutely.
a good cut. All right.
Absolutely. So what
What's
I want
next?
you to do is I want you to just put this on, just almost like putting on spackling over a wall.
Okay, I can
and
handle that.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
Yep.
And just put a liberal coat on there.
Big old coat.
Yep.
Oh,
You're going to
old.
put it on, and then I'm going to show you just by dipping my glove into water. I'm going to go in there and smooth it out.
All right, so old school body guy. Let me get a
Yep.
nice coat on there. Look at
See
that.
all those skills paid off for you.
Yeah, right. See?
Yeah.
Look at that.
You got on a great coat, so now what that's going to do, without a patch, this product again is going to stay supple. It's not going to harden and crack, and it also doesn't shrink. So whatever you see here, that's how it's going to end up looking over the years even. You can use this for, again, boat seats, golf carts, cars, anywhere that you have a cut or a crack or something that's starting to show age on your car. You can just go in and put this product in there. And then we'll sand this once this dries to give it a total smooth finish, to integrate it back into the non-cut areas.
Yeah, that's amazing. I
Yep.
mean, so right now it's going to sit. Now, how long are we going to let that
About
sit?
24 hours. Once that has hardened and dried in about 24 hours, then it would be ready to sand and then accept the paint after that. So this area started off at its life as a gray seat.
Yeah, it sure is. That's
Yep.
the actual gray. This
Yes.
is old Ford pickup truck.
Old Ford truck,
Pretty cool.
exactly.
Looks familiar.
And at NSRA, this was our demo, and we were showing how to actually paint this out and to change the colors of this seat from gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, this is a seat that we have already done, and this had 2 abrasions on it, a cut here, and I'm going to lightly sand this just so you can see what it'll take.
Wow, so
All
you're
right.
actually sanding this.
Sanding it, and that will get it nice and smooth, again, ready to paint. You can see the durability of it, and doesn't remove it, but it also just knocks off the topical to get it ready for paint. And I'm going to just start showing you exactly how this paint covers. And normally you would hesitate thinking about brushing on something onto your seats that it's going to look brushed, but you'll see quickly that once this begins to dry, it dries to a very low luster matte sheen. And we also use this little stippling tool just to remove any idea that there might be a brush stroke in there. And that takes away and gives back a nice texture like the leather has, a nice little graining texture just by stippling it lightly with that. And that'll dry to the low luster matte sheen that you see here on the black. And I'll just go up here and show you. This has already been sanded, this area. You can literally change the interior of your car with one jar of the paint and pretty much accomplish the whole thing, including the dash, the door panels, your console, your seats. Anywhere that you need to change that color, you can do it using this product.
Yeah, I'd never want to cut a seat before, that's for sure. I mean, once they start getting ruined, it's time to replace it.
Yeah.
There's other products out there. I don't want to bash anybody, but
Sure.
I've seen some spray paint. Now, that in a car is not a good idea, number one. Number two, it's not going to last. And you had mentioned some flaking, peeling. That also happens to leather. You got to
Absolutely.
fix for that as well.
Yes,
Same thing?
absolutely. This paint does not flake, and it's not going to let go over time. It's going to, again, be a good permanent way to change that interior without that flaking happening. Like spray paints give you a very thin mill of paint. Being a brush on, this is giving you a heavier coating and a more lasting, durable way to really give that lasting change that you're looking for. And again, no overspray because you're not spraying inside your car. You can take a small artist brush and go around your instrument panel, anywhere that you need to make that change just by touching it lightly in there without disassembling your whole car, and still get a beautiful finish and an easy change.
That's my next question. I know in the automotive industry, I mean, it could be a 6, 7, 8, 10-hour job and a $4,000 dash repair.
Absolutely.
Different materials in the vehicle?
Oh, absolutely. And the great thing about this product is giving you that ability to repair things that you may not even be able to find, especially on old hot rods, old cars. You can't always find a dash pad. You can't always find a door panel. But this will give you a way to marry those pieces back, maybe that you've put together from other cars. Sometimes that might be the case in older cars. So this gives you the way to repair them and restore them and make them look great.
What's your website? Where can we find you?
You can find us at restorecoat.com.
Well, check them out on the web. I'm going to actually take this seat. Dave's got some really tore up seats. Once it dries, we'll install it in his pickup truck. We're out of time for today, but if you got a cool product you want to get on Motorhead Garage, just email Jeff@masterstv.com. We'll see you next week with more Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat.